Konnichiwa. Hello. This is the Seiko SBPA003. I say that as if I know what I'm talking about. I don't really. This is a really unusual watch from Seiko. It's an E-ink display digital watch. Now, I really like it. I'm going to show you around it as best I can, like a guided tour, so to speak. I don't know all the facts and figures about it. I'll do my best to tell you what I know. But the key to this video is that it's just a guided tour, a hands-on review. That's what I call it. Anyway, let's have a look at it together. So what I do know is it's the Seiko SBPA003, and the 003 is because it has the bracelet, the metal bracelet, which is a really nice bracelet. I'll show you it on in a bit. Very simple, proper 70s style bracelet. If it came on the strap, it would be the SBPA001. That's it. That's all I know. And and inside the watch, it has the S771 module. So if you're looking for instructions on how it works and stuff, you go onto the internet and you search for S771 instruction manual, and it's there, and it shows you all the things that you need to, the buttons you need to press and stuff to get the right settings. Right, let's have a look around it together. So the first thing, obviously, is this e-ink display. Now, e-ink, like a Kindle, you know, like the e-readers. So it's cool, there we go. Did you see, when it changes time, the refresh rate is quite slow. That's why there's no seconds. There's nothing moving on the screen at any given time. And for it to change time, so to tick over to 31, I'll keep waffling until we get to it. To get to the next minute, it refreshes itself, and you'll see it goes sort of black and stuff, which is cool. I like that. Very unusual. Now, around the outside of the dial, this huge TV shape, the bezel, can you see in there? It's solar powered. So there's little solar panels, for want of a better word, and they charge the watch up. And I just want to keep it face on for when it changes. It's going to change soon, isn't it? There we go. Nice, isn't it? I like that. I think it's really cool. Right, anyway, back to the bezel. So there's the solar panels in there. You can see those. There you go. And then further out is this glass-like outer bezel, smooth, shiny, and it's really unusual. So face on, it's black, and then as you tilt it to the light, it goes sort of grey. It's different colours in different lights. Hey, I'm not convincing. Oh, there you go. Can you see? It catches a slightly different glint there, and then it changes colour. Anyway, that's really nice. So Seiko at the top. That's it. That's it for the front. It's super legible. Now this is why I like it so much. So easy to read. I mean, it's almost like, you know, those huge phones for elderly people who struggle with the small buttons on phones. It's like one of those. Super big. I don't know why I'm repeating words. Letters and numbers and stuff. So at a glance, easy to tell the time. I mean, you look at that, easy. 6:43 on Sunday, the 14th of April. I'm being an idiot. The legibility thing isn't restricted just to the front. It's legible at all angles. Look at that. It's not like a normal digital watch where it starts to sort of pixelate and go funny and weird because you've got the LCD display. This isn't LCD, and so it's just legible at every angle. Look at that. Amazing. It is amazing, I think. Really is amazing. Really weird. But cool. When I wear this, I've been wearing this for a couple of weeks. I've really enjoyed it. But when people see it, you can see them do a double take when they see it on your wrist. Hey, it's really reflecty, isn't it? Have you noticed? It's reflecting all the windows and lights and stuff in my studio. Anyway, back to the guided tour. goodness me, what a lot of waffle so far. Anyway, you're getting to see the watch. That's what you've come for, isn't it? Buttons. On the left side, we've got 3 buttons. These top 2 have a little white dash in them. On the other side, only 2 buttons, and they both have dashes in them. Now, they look like they're not aligned, but they're slightly wobbly, the buttons in the casing. Can you see? They're only pushers. They're pushing into the module itself, so that these aren't fixed. They have to be relatively loose. Right, and what do they do, those buttons? So let me just get my little polishing cloth to show it at its best, because the case back, oh man, it's like a mirror. Beautiful, super shiny case back. Right, so can you remember that there's one side with 3 buttons? So back, light, enter, up, down. Whilst we're here, it says Seiko, water resistant 10 bar, so 100 meter water resistance, stainless steel, S771-0AA0, made in China, 4N0206. That's it for the case back. I haven't prized it open. I won't do so until something happens and I need to get in to change a battery or something. But in theory, it should be a good while until I need to do anything like that, because it's solar powered, so it just charges itself in the sun. Now, just a word on that. It needs to be exposed to the sun for a little while, but once it's fully charged, apparently it can stay functioning for 6 months, something like that, because it hardly does anything. That E-ink, once it's set, it's set, it's not using any power, and it only uses power when it changes. That's my understanding of the E-ink technology. Anyway, so let's keep going. The swooping, sort of swoosh, how would you describe that? Downward facing lugs here are fixed sort of to the watch. Oh gosh, I'm not describing it very well today. I'm not sure what's wrong with me today. I think I might have slept funny. I've woken up in a funny mood. Anyway, you've probably noticed. Right, lugs. They're sort of swooshing down, and then the bracelet attaches in a traditional way. And where's my little ruler gone? There it is. How big are those lugs? They are 20mm. So the 20mm lugs, oh sorry, can you see 20mm lugs there? So you can take this bracelet off and put a normal strap on if you wanted to. I haven't tried that. I really like it on this bracelet. I find it very comfortable. Right, I'll show you. So it has a little adjustment hole, only one, so you can make it a little bit tighter. Oh, a little bit of muck, sorry about that. A little bit tighter, a little bit looser. That's it. I didn't get any spare links with it. I think this is how it comes originally. Oh, I'm just finding all the little bits of fluff and stuff. This is how it comes originally. And so I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and it fits me perfectly. That's how I like to wear watches. A little bit of movement so that it's comfortable and it's not too tight. And the bracelet is really good, really comfortable. It doesn't pinch at all, and the way it articulates around the wrist, nice and comfy, and it's just cool, isn't it? This sort of matte effect just works really well. You've got super shiny, highly polished case, and then it just sort of turns to matte as it goes into the bracelet. And the clasp is good, nice and simple, nice Seiko branding, little clasp. It's not a big affair, just a little fella, and it just releases with those 2 buttons, and it little catch like that, and it works very well. Yeah, that's it for the bracelet, isn't it? It's got these weird pins in the middle of them, and you could remove links. Oh, it does say something there. What does it say? It says, oh gosh, nothing of any particular interest. No. Okay, right, let's get on to the functionality of the watch. 9 minutes in, and we're just talking about the functionality. But I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's about the form. This watch, it's the form factor that really does it. The functions are, to me, not particularly important. It's got an alarm. It's got world time. It's got stuff like that. Well, my phone does that. I just need a watch for time. And in terms of telling the time, this is very legible. I've waffled on about that already. But also super accurate because it's radio controlled as well. So let's get into the menu. So bottom left, enter. Here's the menu. So let's have a little wander around. So we can have different styles. So this is the style I like, but we can have that one. So super tall, but no day or date. And then white on black. White on black, super tall. And then this one. So if I select it, how do I select it again? I think it's menu again. No, it isn't. Hang on. Oh gosh, I've gone wrong. Oh gosh, I'm going all over the place. I'm not an expert on this stuff, as you can tell. Okay, right, we're back to the beginning style. So let's pick a different style. Yeah, this is one to pick. I'm going to pick that one, and then there we go. There we go. So this is a really weird style. This is style 5. Now, I don't know who would use this style, but that's telling the time. So the time is 11:40. I mean, that is the time. That's a really weird style. I dislike it. I actively dislike that style. Really odd. Anyway, if I want to go back, let's pick a different style. I do apologise for being clunky with the settings. I'm not great at that, am I? Here we go. So I've set a different style. So that's the super tall, just time. That's pretty cool. That's nice and easy to read, super legible. You've lost the day and the date at the bottom, but I mean, that's a style, isn't it? Unusual. Right, let's have a look at the other styles. We could go white on black. Hang on. There we go. Let's select that one. So it's just inverted. That's cool. That works really well. Super legible in every angle. Actually, that is pretty nifty. I like that. Let's try a different one. We've got the tall, white on black. Again, pretty nifty. I like that. That is all right, actually. And then this one. Frankly, that's just, I don't understand it. Why would you? I don't know. I suppose the horses for courses, isn't it? That's the phrase. Right, I've got to switch that off. I don't like it. I'm going back to the first one. Right, back to my normal style. I like that. Sort of minimalist and informative. Back to the menu. Go on, back to the menu. Here we go. So, info. So if I click info, this is telling me the status of the watch. So it was last updated via radio on the 23rd of March. The time zone is Paris UTC +1. The day and the date at the bottom. Top left we have 0 of the 3 alarms set. As I said, I don't bother using the alarm on this because I have the alarm on my phone. Top right, the battery status, fully charged. So that's the info. Let's go back to the menu bottom left. We have world time. So let's select the world time and we can go around the world with this little crosshairs. Can you see here? There's a map and we could navigate around the world and it would tell us the time there. So in Sydney, it is 20 to 9 in the evening. Let's go somewhere else. Where else shall we go? all going really exotic. All right, Wellington in New Zealand, so that's 11:15 at night this evening. Honolulu in Hawaii, so that's 1:45 in the morning this morning. Okay. 1:43 in Anchorage. Hey, it's cool, isn't it? Los Angeles 2:43 in the morning of this Saturday, so they're behind me in Paris. Right, anyway, you get the message. So that's quite interesting. I'm going to go back. Where am I going? Back. Okay, so that's the world time. Next we have alarm. Select that fella. And then I've got 3 daily alarms. Let's set one for fun. Right, here we go. So that's how you'd set it. I'm going to cancel because I don't like having these piddly little alarms. Oh man, how do I unset it? Does that unset it? Oh well, I've set it now for midnight. Okay, let's go back. So we've done alarm, radio wave. This is a cool feature. We can set this to update itself according to its local radio time provider. So I'm going to select that, and it's all right. So my nearest one is there in Germany, and it's receiving. So we'll just let that do its work, and it's receiving a signal. I don't know how it works. Does it? Yeah. Anyway, it does work. I switched. If you manually set the time to something way off, and then go into receive, it will update itself. I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. I'm cancelling that because it's not very exciting to watch, but it is exciting because it does a really good job. And what I like about it is that you can look at the time and you can say to yourself, that is the exact time. So I have loads of other watches. Have a look around my channel. You've seen all the other watches I've had in my life. Automatic watches, vintage watches. I mean, they're accurate-ish to within a few minutes, give or take over time. This, it's absolutely spot on. So, when I'm 5 minutes late for something, I know I'm 5 minutes late for something. Exactly 5 minutes. That's satisfying. So, record. So this is recorded the last time it received a signal, and it received it from Germany on the 23rd of March 2024 at 4:08. So, that's that. We're going to go back, and the last setting is setting, so let's go in there, and we can set the home city. So I'm setting mine as Paris, and the summertime stuff. You can manually adjust the time. You can set your 2 time zone things, and let's have a listen to some alarms, shall we? Oops, hang on. Down, alarm test. Come on. There we go. Alarm test. Let's go. That's just not very exciting. I don't know. No, I don't like it. It's a bit piddly. Given that, do you remember that style setting where there's a horse and it tells you the time with a horse and weird fonts and stuff? They've gone crazy for that. And then for the alarm, tiny little beep like a Casio thing from the 1980s. Just a bit disappointing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because I just don't use that. Hey, I'm going to go back to the really weird style and see what it's offering at the moment. Let's select that one. Yeah, still the horse. At 12 or something at a different time, it will be something completely different. 11:47 now the time. Weird. Why would you do that? Oh, right. Hang on. I don't want to set the time. Exit that fella. Come on. I've got to get rid of that style. I hate it. Come on. Right, back to the proper style. There we go. Ooh, gosh, right. So we've navigated our way around everywhere. There's one other thing that it does, is it goes to sleep. So if it hasn't been exposed to light, and I think a light bulb counts, artificial light, I should say, artificial light or sunshine, if it hasn't been exposed to light for a certain number of hours, it will go to sleep. And then to wake it up, you press a button and it will wake it up, or you expose it to light and it will wake itself up. So that's just a little quirk. So it's good. It saves power. It's slightly frustrating if it's nighttime and you go to look at your watch and it's gone to sleep, so it's not telling you the time. So you have to press a button for it to tell you the time. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Now, there is one other very, very important feature. If we look back here, one of those buttons says light. And I'm going to press it. Now, it's not dark in here. There you go. On the right of the screen, oh, hang on, let's get past all the reflections. There are two white LEDs that throw out a bit of light across the face of the dial. And let's see if, hang on, I'll just turn some stuff off and we'll see if, bear with me a second. Right, it hasn't made it super dark, but it's a little bit darker. I'm going to shroud it slightly. Here we go. Right, so it does work. If it's dark, that light does light up the dial very, very efficiently. I'm just going to put the lights back on. I like it better with all the lights on. It does work very efficiently and lights up the dial very, very easily and super bright. The white light is a bit bright. A bit of a tongue twister. So, oh, excuse me. In the middle of the night, I don't know, say 3 a.m. and you're thinking, oh my God, I still can't sleep. What time is it? You press that button and oh, it's a bit glaring. It's like really bright. Hurts your eyes a little bit. It would have been nicer if that was slightly amber or a slight tint, blue tint or maybe a red tint. Anyway, it works. Let me just cough again, excuse me. Right, dimensions. Okay, I'm keeping my metal rule away from the watch, don't worry, I'm not going to scratch it. It is huge, this thing. It's 42mm across, and in height it's 36mm. Rectangular, odd shape, but, I mean, I do have a big wrist, and it still looks massive. Sits proud. It's huge. But, you know, it's what it is. Thickness wise, I did say it sits proud. It's 11mm. Yeah, 11mm. Oh, I'm surprised actually. I thought it'd be thicker than that. It's not that bad actually, is it? 11. 20mm lugs, as I said at the beginning, at the top here, and then the bracelet tapers to the clasp, which is 17mm. Hang on, but there you go. Can you see that bezel there just turning to sort of lilac grey as it reflects different lights and stuff? It's a really unusual watch. There's no doubt about it. Very, very unusual. But just cool. I think it's cool. You may disagree. I think it's mega cool. Right. Whew, that was a marathon hands-on review. As I said at the beginning, I'm not an expert on the facts and figures, but we've got to have a look around it, didn't we? I hope you've enjoyed... hang on, let me just alter that. I hope you've got something out of this video. Had a look at it with me. What do you reckon? I think it's a keeper. I think it's really cool, really unusual. And that, I absolutely stand by my my initial thoughts. That E-ink display, it's a real shame it's not more popular on watches, because that works an absolute treat. I know it does exist, but it's not everywhere. It's not commonplace, is it? That's a really good technology for watches, I think. It works so well. And in bright, bright, bright sunlight, unaffected. You can read that. You can just read that in any light. And when it's dark, dusk, and a normal digital watch, you're going to have to press the light to see it, and you just can't make it out. This, you can still make it out. The contrast, the difference between the black on the white is so legible. Right, I'm waffling on. Come on. Like, please. That would be awesome. I assume if you got to this point with me, you're on board. So a like would be really appreciated. Comment, keep it nice if you could. The internet is a dark place, so there's no need to make it any darker. Comment. We'll have a chat about this watch if you know anything about it that I haven't mentioned. That would be much appreciated. Subscribe. I also do lots of other watch reviews. Have a look around my channel. I also do knives and EDC gadgets and bits and bobs. So have a good look around my channel. And that is it. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon.